So I'll introduce EasyHOI, and this paper is to reconstruct realistic 3D hand object interactions from a single RGB image. So EasyHOI addresses these issues through alignment and optimization. Yep. This is the example of the EasyHOI results. The input is monocular RGB image, and the results shows 3D mesh that hand and object is interacting. This is the pipeline overview. There are big two stages, and first is initial reconstruction of hand and object. First, using Lisa, they segment hand and object masks. And next, diffusion model removes and impinges the hand region. Also, SAM segments the complete object, and finally, instant mesh reconstructs the object mesh while Hammer simultaneously reconstructs the hand mesh. And there is hand object interaction optimization, and initial hand and object reconstructions are obtained separately, so it needs to be optimized, and there is a result. First is hand object interaction reasoning. And as I talked previously, EasyHOI uses Lisa, which is vision language model for segmentation masks. There is a prompt called please segment all hands in this image at the Lisa who detects.py code. Yes. This is the image of segmentation by Lisa. Red is hand and green is object. Next tab is hand reconstruction. It uses Hammer. It is transformer-based approach, and this is Hammer's pipeline. In here, byte pose is used to get 2D key points of the hands. So we can get hand mesh with Hammer, and the hand parameters are predicted by Hammer. Next is object reconstruction. And here, there is obscured part by hand on the object, so it had to be inpainted. So it uses affordance diffusion to generate obscured image. We can get inpainted segmentation mask at here, and text-guided diffusion model removes the hand from the image and inpaints the masked region. Right image is the uh, inpainted image that I saw previously. And this is the process of diffusion. Uh, right one is the comparison of 3D meshes between with inpainting and without inpainting. Because instant mesh requires non-background image, so it uses SAM for the segmentation from the inpainted image to remove backgrounds. And finally, there are some holes, not smooth surfaces, so it needs watertight post-processing, checking with the hole filling algorithm to insert the mesh meets the watertight requirement. This is the result of watertight post-processing. It looks similar but little smooth, and the inside hole is gone. And here is the hand-object interaction optimization part. There are big three steps on the HOI optimization. And first is camera system setup. It uses reconstructed objects coordinate frame as the global reference and estimate the camera parameters of the input image defined in the object coordinate system. And to get the optimal camera parameters, it needs to minimize the soft IOU. So they use Wasserstein distance. It is the method that measures the distance between two probability distributions. And this distances of rendered and ground truthed mask is used to get optimal transport loss, and combining this with IOU loss gives optimal camera parameters. Second is HOI contact alignment. As we said on the first step, object is positioned at the system origin and retain the articulated hand pose estimate by hammer and optimize the hand's global 60 pose to bring the hand and object into approximate contact. First, they compute soft OU loss between rendered mask and ground truth hand mask from the input image segmentation. But this step only provides gradients parallel to the image plane, not in the camera viewing direction, so we need another step called ICP-based hand object registration. And there are two cases. First is object is occluded by the hand, so have to compare difference between the inpainted object mask and the original object mask. This slide is the first case, and left is inpainted object mask from affordance diffusion,
So can you
and
share
right
the
one.
reference for the affordance diffusion?
Okay, I will share later. And right one is original mask from Lisa. And the second case is hand is occluded by the object. The difference between complete hand mask and the segmented hand mask. And Hammer provides complete hand mask and Lisa 1 is original. By getting these contact masks, they recover 3D contact points via ray casting to hand and object geometry separately. And this is the optimization process. It identifies valid hand contact points by first keeping only palmar intersections because we don't need the back of hand side when the object and hand is interacting. And finally, they use iterative closest point method to compute the optimal hand translation, aligning the contact points and provides a rough estimation of the hand pose. And last step is hand parameter refinement. And this is calculation of loss of hands. And there are 4 parameters. So yes. And this is the summary of optimization step. As you can see, the hand and object interaction is being well when the camera setup, HOI contact alignment, and hand parameter refinement process is held. And this is the quantitative comparison with another methods like IHOI, Align SDF, etc. This is the final result that I run the code. Left upper one is the original RGB image, and the final result is at the left bottom. And you can see the object is penetrated through the hand, so it is not very good result, but the paper did well, so maybe I think it needs improvements. So I thought that for the two hands object interaction, we will need two Mano models estimation simultaneously, and we have to consider when the hand is occluded by another hand. And I think maybe the BIGS is more useful when we have to reconstruct the two hand and object interaction. So this is it. Thank you.
마지막 저게 무슨 말이에요? 빅스가 더 유스풀한데